Hey besties, I am here with my first YouTube video and I have tried recording this so many times and so many things seem to go wrong. So hopefully this is the last time I will have to film this. I am absolutely terrified to make my first YouTube video. I feel like Instagram is a lot less pressure and a lot less stress. I'm still very new to this whole video thing and uploading them, so I doubt this is going to be a great first video, but I do have a great haul that I'm pretty stoked about. I have this, which was full, but I did pull out a bunch to go over in this first part of a haul. I have gotten this over a course of a couple months, truthfully, thanks to payment plans, and my homies have picked up some stuff for me. Obviously some stuff from my LCS, and while I was trying to record this earlier today, I had gotten another package of books, obviously. I'm gonna try my best to remember where I got everything from, but if I do forget, these are the main people that I got books from. My local comic shop, Comic Mania, my homies Nick and Amanda, Joe from 360, Joey from Dawn of the Dad, Fire Sale Emporium, Glue 303, Lover, I want to say is the ending of his Instagram username, NJ Comic Stop, and I think I have one book that I got from Bricks Co., and then Vega Comics as well. All of these people are on Instagram or obviously local to me. So I did actually post on my Instagram this haul because finally a video decided to upload. So we'll start off with this just because I got this more recently. These are from Vega Comics, and he has amazing bundle prices and just amazing pricing in general. And shipping was incredibly fast. So these are issues 1 through 5 of Blood Feud. So this is issue 1, issue 2, which is my personal favorite, issue 3, 4, and 5. Now, my background might be deceiving as it's a whole bunch of cute Pokemon. There's nothing I love more than horror, gore, spooky ooky, bone-chilling things. So these are going to be really fun for me to read. And I've talked about this before, but I am somebody who goes for cover art first and story second. I will read anything, literally anything. I will read anything recommended to me. I will read any storyline. I'll read any issue. But I tend to go for cover first. And if I like the story, I will pick up other issues as well. So these ones I actually did pick up because I wanted to read the story. This is 2 different variants of We Have Demons. Issue 1. This one is my personal favorite out of the 2. This is issue 2. 2 different variants. One is a foil, one is just a standard one. I am a big fan of this one for sure. Excited to see what that's about as well. This one is Stuff of Nightmares, and it is the glow in the dark cover, which I am so pumped to see what it looks like and read what it is about. But I think this cover is absolutely phenomenal. So gross, so sick. These next couple are not in any particular order, but I picked these up from Dawn of the Dad, aka Joey, on Instagram. I had picked up a few issues of this run from him a couple weeks ago with the intent of selling them, but I started reading them and I was like, I will have to complete this issue run. So thankfully he had everything that I needed and I was able to pick them up. This first one I already have a copy of, but the one that I got, the condition wasn't the best, and I'm not one to really care about things like that, especially if it's from a PC. As long as it's not falling apart or crumbling to dust or sticky or gross, I will read it. But this is a Nightfall 1, and I have a copy of this one already, but the one that I had received had a weird funky smell, so I definitely had to pick up another one because I was unable to read that one. Again, these are all Nightfall, but this is issue 19, and I love how dastardly he is just gripping this man up. This is 18, which is such a funny cover to me, considering just look at it. Just, it's a funny cover. It's silly, goofy. I do love it though. This is 17. This is number 15, and I really am a big fan of this cover. This one, I can't pinpoint why I love this cover so much, but something about it I just really, really enjoy. But it's issue 11. This is number 9, one of my personal favorites. Got Joker here, Batman's flesh kind of looking like it's melting. I think it might be sweat, who knows. This one is also one of my favorites because I'm a big Scarecrow fan and Joker fan. So this is issue 5. Absolutely obsessed. And this is issue 4. What a predicament to be in. How unfortunate. So these next couple piles are definitely from a whole wide range of people. So I'm going to try my best to remember, but for the most part, I mentioned to everybody that I got these things from before. This is Joker 2, the Punchline variant cover. I am on a deep dive hunt to get everything Punchline, her own stories, plus any cover that she's ever been on or any book that she's mentioned in. Very pricey, very excited nonetheless. This is Batman 108, a recent addition to my DC girlies that I do plan on keeping up with. I love this cover, I love the color work, and I just love the art style in general. This is one of my favorite series and something that I've read here and there. Even when I was kind of out of the comic game, it's something I tried to keep up with. I think the story is great. I'm excited to finally read some of these, but it's Dark Knight's Death Metal, the last stories of the DC universe, issue 1. This I'm probably going to take to work tomorrow and read that. This is Death Metal once again, issue 1, Legends of the Dark Knights, one of my favorite ever character designs of all time. This is The Multiverse Who Laughs, which is definitely one of my favorite covers for sure. It is so sick and twisted. It is so sick and twisted. I love it. I love it. This is Speed Metal issue 1. Incredible cover. This right here really sells it for me. Trinity Crisis number 1. Phenomenal artwork. Let me move that out the way. This one is so good. The Batman Who Laughs from the pages of Dark Knights. Miss me? Yes, I did. Look at this. Again, one of my favorite character designs ever. It's so gross and nasty and hardcore toughness. I love it. These next two are foils, which are really pretty. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal, issue 2 and 3. Very stunning covers. This one is my favorite because it looks like the headlights are actually glowing. And I have a couple Pokemon cards that do the same thing, and they hit so good. This one is probably my favorite cover. I'm not one to own slabs. I just recently bought my first one because it was a Punchline cover that I'm looking for, so hopefully I can find it in a raw. But this is something that I'd really like to get graded, honestly. I think it is a beautiful piece of art. It's so detailed and scary, but it is Rise of the New God. There's so many good things I can say about this. The claw marks, the splatter in the back, the design. It's just, this is a really good cover for me. This one I did buy with the intent of selling, but the more I looked at it, I knew I had to have it in my own PC. But this is Batman Streets of Gotham, issue 20. Just a sick cover. I have no notes, no negative notes. I love it so much. This one I picked up and I'm for sure gonna color it and put my Prismacolors to good use. But this is Batman 48 adult coloring book variant cover. I am so beyond pumped to have this. And this one I do, like, I'm pretty sure that I got this from Jove 360. Very excited for that. I'm probably gonna do that before, probably going to bed tonight, actually. This one is Batman 100, and it's a good cover. It's like nothing too crazy, nothing crazy at all. And I love the little piranha fish, and I love the greens and this style of Joker. This is Harley Quinn 75, and she is about to destroy my girl, pushing her down a little bit. I love when they fight. I just really like this artwork too. I think they look so cute, and Harley Quinn is looking thick. These next two I got from my LCS, and I'm so excited that she found these. This is Harley Quinn issue 32. It is the Jenny cover. I am in love with this bubblegum pink. Her blowing the bubblegum. I think it's so cute. And this is Harley Quinn 26, another Jenny cover. Absolutely in love with this. It's perfect. I would love this as a poster, and it looks so cute next to this one. And this is from Nick and Amanda. This is also a Jenny cover. This is a Harley Quinn mystery. In love with this. Absolutely love the like sagey green, gross army green, like film they got going on the cover. I love it so much. I love the light peeking through the window shades, which also, let me see if it's up here enough. I don't think it is. Ah, perfect. So before I get to this one, I should have probably did this one first, but this is another Jenny cover that Nick's wife Amanda got for me at PhillyCon the other day. I love this. I love that I can tell Jenny's style by her eyes and her hair detailing. That's Harley Quinn 27, by the way. Back to this real quick. I love this cover because I think it goes so cute with this one because it has the same light through the window situation. But Nick and Amanda also picked this up for me on their vacation. This is Batman, Harley, and Ivy, 1 of 3. I think this is so cute. And he was like, you don't have it, right? I was like, absolutely, I do not. I have this. I love the OG styling of Harley, and I love the super like cartoony styled covers, which then goes into this one that I think look absolutely adorable next to each other, is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. This is a Midtown Comics NYC exclusive. I am not a super big fan of the covers that look a little too human. I do prefer it like to be more of an art style or a comic style or a cartoony, nothing too human, but I think this one is acceptable. It still is, it's a little too exaggerated to be a person, you know what I mean? And I think these two look so cute next to each other, and then you bring this one into play and they just all look stunning together. So I can't wait to add that to my PC when I organize everything finally. This one I am keeping, even though it is Marvel, and I would like to wean out Marvel, but it has a cat on it, has multiple cats on it, and anything with a cat cover, I don't care what it is, I'm getting my hands on it. But this is NYX number 5, and I picked it up mainly because of this cat right here. I had a precious baby named Thievel. It has been, I want to say, almost 2 years soon that he's been gone. I miss him so much every day. I actually bought like a whole Catwoman run. I think it was like a 6-issue Catwoman run, solely because one of the covers was a tuxedo cat, so I had to have this as well. And that one is currently sitting on his altar, so this one's gonna go up there next. This is Harley Quinn 32, just a normal standard sad cover, but I had to get it nonetheless. I feel like I'm gonna say that too much. We're gonna try not to. Fun fact, one of my first comics was actually a Ren and Stimpy comic, and I loved it. It was a silly, fun read. The Ren and Stimpy in general is a little questionable, but this one is Amazing Spider-Man versus Powder Toast Man in the Ren and Stimpy show. It's just a fun collaboration, a fun cover to have, and it is a Ren and Stimpy, and I really hope that one day I can find the original Ren and Stimpy that I had picked up. These next two, while I do like to say I am weaning out Marvel, Spider-Punk is not one of them. Spider-Punk will never be one of them. He is staying with me until I die. Same thing with Scotty Young variants. But this is Spider-Punk number 2. Love this. Love this so incredibly much. This is also something I'd love to have as a poster, and I can probably find it somewhere, but I have no notes. It's so simple, but so sick at the same time. This is Spider-Punk number 3. Again, a simple cover, but it's Spider-Punk, so I had to have it. These next two are also Marvel, but they are things that I am definitely keeping, because a few of my first superheroes that I was introduced to was obviously Spider-Man, X-Men, the Hulk, and Fantastic Four. Say what you want about the old Fantastic Four movie with the new one coming out. I loved it as a kid. But this one is Triple Size 30th Anniversary Spectacular Fantastic Four 358. And I think it's just a really cute, classic Fantastic Four cover. And it hits me in the nostalgia a little bit. So this one is staying with me. And as somebody who is a part of the LGBTQIA, this is something that I think is important to have. And I will hold on to this with such love and respect. But this is the Incredible Hulk in the Shadow of AIDS. I can't remember who I got this from, but the moment that, they explained what this story was, I knew I had to have it. This is probably something I'd like to have graded. I myself am not a super big person that is into slabs, but I think this is an important story that should be slabbed, no matter what the grade is. These next two, I had picked up the first issue a couple weeks ago, and it left me on a really bad cliffhanger, so now I'm on the hunt for the rest of them. But the thing is, they came out around like 2005 or 2007, and I was a child, and whether I was into comic books or not, this isn't something I could have read as a child. But it is Black Gas, and this is issue 1, the wrap cover, which I have in issue 1 already, but I don't have this specific one. And my homies Nick and Amanda actually picked this up for me while they were on vacation because they knew I was on the hunt for it. So I have another issue 1, and they were able to find an issue 3 as well. I don't know why they're beefing. I need to find an issue 2 somewhere. It is desperate at this point, but I'm stoked to have an issue 3 and a cool wrap cover of issue 1. This next one comes from NJ Comic Stop. I did a small little pickup from him. He has some really good horror books and books I don't tend to normally see, and he's just a cool dude, so I thought I'd pick some stuff up from him. And this one he actually threw in my pile for me, and I'm really excited about it, but it's The Blair Witch Project. Obviously I have a lot of hobbies and I have a lot of collections, and horror movies and horror items in general are one of them. So this is a nice world collide situation, and I haven't actually popped this open yet, but I think I will now because I'm really curious to see what's on the inside. Ooh. Well, now I feel like I'm gonna have to read this. A little Jenny Finn action on the back. Oh, ooh, that's so sick. That's so sick. It's black and white. And I guess it's just based off visual before actually reading it. I'm assuming it's like a backstory. to the Blair Witch Project. So I'm really excited to read this and add this to my spooky ooky little horror collection. Oh, I'm distracted now. But that's exciting. So very massive thank you to him for that. That's just a fun add to any type of collection that you have. These next couple books, while I try and put them back in order, I had kept my eyes on these for a while, and I just was never in a position to actually pick them up anytime I saw them, and someone had actually claimed them, and I was like, okay, good for you. I'm so glad you got them. And plot twist, he gifted them to me instead. I cannot remember their Instagram name, which is really disheartening, and I feel really bad about it, but it was so long ago that I just cannot remember. But if they happen to see this in any way, shape, or form, I am thankful for this. But it is The Walking Dead Deluxe. I think almost all of the issues. I'm only missing 2, perhaps? I'm not super sure. I've read a couple of Walking Dead comics throughout my life. I feel like that's just a standard. But I love the show with my whole heart and soul. This is issue 1. I have heard that the books are better, so it is something I'd like to start reading. Issue 2. And I want to say like 2 weeks ago, maybe. I think issue 3. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I had picked up the most beautiful Carl, issue 4. Beautiful covers of The Walking Dead I've ever seen. They're almost like watercolor, and it has just their name at the bottom of the cover. I picked up a Glenn, a Maggie, and a Carl, and I think those are the only ones I picked up. There was an Andrea, but I hated her in the show, so I was like, not getting it. Regretting it now, but at the time, it made sense. Issue 7, issue 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So again, thank you so much to the person that gifted me these. They weren't super pricey, so I'm really glad on that aspect, because I would have felt really bad if they were a lot of money and they decided to gift it to me anyway. But thank you so much. I am gonna start having some Walking Deads in my collection. I already have quite a few. Not too much though. If I happen to see it and I like the cover, I'll pick it up. I'm gonna end up borrowing the hardcovers from my homie Amanda. These next 3 are from Fire Sale Emporium, and again, if you've never really checked him out on Instagram, you definitely should. Great pricing, really fun books, free shipping, pay a certain amount up front, and then you'll be able to just pay off when you have whatever amount of money. He has no care, but he cares about books and giving the books to a good home. And if you pick up a certain amount of books, you end up getting like a free book here and there. This is not one of them. I purchased this one, but this is The Scorched issue 4. I love the gas mask. I love Homegirl down here decomposing. This is just a really good cover, and I'm excited to see what this is about. But I am kind of hoping that the story isn't super great, because then I'm going to have to pick up other issues, which is going to be another thing to add to my list. This is one of the free ones, I believe. I did pick this one out, though, because I thought his vibes were so chill. But it is issue 1 of Frontiers, man. I am so pumped to see what this is about. It looks so cute, and I hope it's a good story. But either way, I like the cover. This one is one of the free ones as well. This is Adventure Time, issue 47. And Adventure Time holds such a warm, special place in my heart. It is one of my comfort shows and something I love rewatching. Middle school me was obsessed with it. Adult me is obsessed with it. It got really dark really fast, which was unexpected for a kid's show, but my God, did they do it right. Now this is where it gets a little tricky on where I got certain things from. So just remember from earlier who I've gotten most of these books from. This is Batman the Joker Warzone 1, a dangerous collection of stories from the Gotham Warzone. I can't say enough good things about this. I love the half and half face. I love how demented they both look. They both got crazy gummaged teeth ratio. They both just look absolutely criminally insane. And I love it so much. This one I picked up because he was oozy, and you'll see what I mean in a second. It is one of those instances where it looks better on camera than it does in person, so I think I might add this to my sell box. But this is Detective Comics 599, Blind Justice, Part 2 of 3. It is something I preferred more on camera. I don't like it as much in person. But it is a Batman, so it'll be sad to kind of let it go, but I do hope it ends up in the good hands. This is Annual Batman 26, 2007. I love the coloring on this. I love this in the background. I love the suit that Batman has on. Just a nice little addition. This one, I fought for my life for this one. I'm pretty sure there's also like single issues with both of these girls just on their own cover. But I definitely wanted the duo as well, so I am on the hunt for the other ones. Now I did say how I feel about the almost too human covers. This one is a weird balance of being too human and questionable, but I do love this specific magazine style. It is, I don't know, something about it is just so cool to me. I just love the magazine style. But it is Harley Quinn issue 75. Shopping spree or murder spree? Harley moving on from Mr. J. Is Punchline Puddin's new princess. Oh my god, I love it so much. And I just love the character design of them. I love how tabloidy it is. It's so good. Very, very, very excited to have that. This is Dark Knight's The Batman Who Laughs Special Edition, Year of the Villain, issue 1. I think this is just a tight, standard cover. I do wish it was no writing, no nothing, a virgin cover. But I am excited to have this anyway. Batman 92, Pawns of the Designer, and this goes back to anything with Punchline on it. I'm gonna grab it for sure. Anything DC villains related in general I will grab, but more specifically anything Batman villain related I will grab. Batman 108, my main wife, my second wife, and my recent addition to the DC Lady wife lineup. And obviously Batman's in the back, whatever. These next couple ones are from Fire Sale Emporium, and as much as I say I'm gonna wean out Marvel, Spider-Punk will not be one of them. I am keeping all my hands on Spider-Punk as much as I can, and anything Scotty Young, because he's one of my favorite artists, and I Hate Fairyland is something that I continue to read even when I was out of the comic life or whatever. But this is issue 1, the Todd Window Shade variant. This one is issue 1 as well. Oh, I'm a liar. It's issue 5. And I love seeing characters that we normally see in one way, just in a different universe. Like the Mohawk, the iron shoulder pad situation. So nice. This is issue 1. And this is also, yes, this is also in issue 1. The little detailing on the guitar and the vest is what really sold it for me. I love the jeans, love the shoes. And one of my favorite things about Spider-Punk is the little dash in his name is the anarchy symbol. I just think that's such a nice little touch. Small details like that go a really long way for me. This one, This one is the Joker 4, the Punchline variant, and I so desperately wish I was him. That should be me there, but it's fine. This is the Joker 3, a Joker and Punchline variant. I have so much Punchline, but I also not enough Punchline. This is, okay, so this one is actually from Nick and Amanda that they picked up for me while they were on vacation. DC did a collaboration with Beetlejuice, and thankfully I was able to pick up the Gotham City Sirens collaboration Beetlejuice one. But he picked up the Superman Shrunken Head one. And Beetlejuice being one of my favorite movies, it's a classic. The Shrunken Head scene makes me laugh every single time. So I love having this, and big thank you to them for thinking of me while on vacation. This is Batgirl, the Joker, DC First, #1. I am gonna bravely say I'm not a big fan of how Joker is designed here, but I think Batgirl looks absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so my local comic shop, Comic Mania, does claim sales every Tuesday for a new release week. And usually I am there to help and sell and things like that. But there was one week that I was gone, so I was able to watch and claim some books. And Nick was holding it down amazingly on his own. But he was fighting for his life for this to get sold. He wanted everybody to pick up a copy, and I trust him with most things. I have yet to pick this up and read it yet. It's been crazy. But this is Plastic Man No More, issue 1. This is the variant cover, and I thought it was a cool cover anyway, so I picked it up, and I have trust in his recommendations. This one I think I have issue 2 of, I think, perhaps. But it was a good issue. It was a good run. I say run like it was more than just one book, but it's one good book. So I'm excited to see what's in here. I love their skin and whatever's going on with them. I'll probably actually read this tonight because I'm curious about the tea and see if whatever's going on here is in here. They sold out pretty fast on the stream. Again, from my local comic shop. So she reordered these for me, and I'm so thankful that she did, because the one that I picked up previously is really, really good. I say too much. I'll fix it at some point. But this is a story that I would like to start reading and would like to start adding to my collection. This is H is for Haha issue 6, A Circus of Sorrow, the Dr. Seuss variant. I love clowns. I love them so much. I love this cover so much. Dull and dreary books for insufferable sad sacks, which I am an insufferable sad sack. So I love it. I love it. It's so cute. I'm very excited to have that. This is DC Comics Presents One Shot Batman Arkham One Page Spectacular. And anything that has just a cluster of my favorite characters, I'm going to gravitate towards. So I'm probably going to actually bring this to work tomorrow and read this on my break as well. Okay, this one I picked up from my LCS. It is Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder 2. And I am so in love with this cover. Everything about it. Let me see if I can get close enough. This artwork is so stunning. I love the Victorian-esque style. I love this boot and sock combo. I love how her babies have little bows in their heads. And it's just, ooh, I love it. I love it. It's like, there's a lot of detail and there's a lot of craziness going on, but it is so beautifully put together. I'm gonna dream about this cover forever, and I would love to have this as a print. This one I believe is also from my LCS, but I might be wrong. It is Harley Quinn 1 30th Anniversary Special. Absolutely in love with this character design. I love the full fishnet bodysuit, the pigtails, the eye makeup. there's not enough good things I could say about this. I think it's so cute. This is one of my favorite Punchline covers. This is the art germ variant of Batman 134. I have seen this Punchline cover so often, and to finally have it is like a breath of fresh air, and it's so beautiful. One of my favorite styles of Punchline. I love this almost black and white kind of coloring. We are down to the last bits. Thank goodness, because if I listen to myself talk anymore, I'm gonna be stressed. This is technically not a comic book, but it is comic related. And shout out to my homie Nick for picking this up for me from NJ Comic Stop. I had my eye on this, honestly. As much as I say I'd like to wean out Marvel, I really wanted this. But it is the Uncanny X-Men Collector's Pin Set. I love an accessory. I love buttons, pins, chains, all of that fun stuff. I definitely considered taking this out of the packaging, but I think this is going to be the best way to display these pins, and I think it just looks so sick. So I'm really excited to have that. I was originally going to put it with my Spider-Man book that I had still in its poly bag with the Ramones taping of the theme song, but it went to a good home, so I'm glad I at least still have this one. And anything gifted to me is something, no matter what happens, I'm not getting rid of. They're gifts that I am so grateful for, so they're always staying with me. These next couple books I definitely got before I said I was gonna stop collecting Marvel. So these are most likely going up for sale. Gonna check out with my homies first to see if they want any. But this is Fantastic Four 259, 3 Against Doomsday. So truthfully, I picked it up because I love the pink background, and I think it's just a cool cover, and it is a clean copy, but it will go to a much better home. I know it will. This is Fantastic Four Evening of the Witch 276. I think this is such a funky cover, and I'm honestly going to be a little sad to see this one go. But again, I know it's going to a good place. This one, I 100%, being honest, picked up because of cover alone. I had no interest of what was going on. That's how much I loved the cover. But this is Wolverine 57. I love the colors. I love the art style. I love the tragedy that you can feel from this. This one's gonna hurt to let go. This one's gonna hurt to let go, but I have no room for it. Truly, I don't. So I hope that it ends up in the right hands. I have someone in mind that it could go to if he doesn't have it already. This is Wolverine X-Men Anniversary issue 75. Picked it up just because of that. If I'm being so honest and truthful, this is a safe space. I picked it up because of that sick-ass thing. I love it so much. I love it. But it will be going to a much better place. This is the New Mutants 100 final issue. There is so much going on in the background. There is a lot happening. But I love it. I love it. It's so chaotic, it's good. So chaotic, it's good. This is the Uncanny X-Men, an X-Men Anniversary Spectacular 300. This one made my crow brain activate, and as somebody who is a Pokemon collector first and foremost, holo cards are my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things. Is this not the most beautiful, distracting thing you have ever seen? I'm gonna be so bummed once this is out of my hands, but I don't have room for it. I'm not in any way, shape, or form gonna get a bunch of X-Men books and try and complete runs or things like that. But my God, that is so cool. That is so cool. That's gonna bum me out. I'm not gonna lie. This is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, 127, The Lizard's Revenge. I love the almost negative space that's going on and having this be really the focal point of coloring, other than all this mess up here. Web of Spider-Man 37. I don't know if I'm going to let this one go yet. I'm very much up in the air, but my two main reasonings for wanting to keep this is I love a black and orange combo, but specifically, that's going to be the deciding factor if I want to keep it or not. I think that's so crazy. I think that's crazy. This one I'm also on the fence about just because I think it's such a cute cover, but it is Demon Days 1. Look how cute she is. Look how precious she is. I'm obsessed with her little bangs and her little bow and the flowers in the back. So this one I'm really on the fence about. Really on the fence about. So this is from my homies Nick and Amanda. And one of the first times that I met Nick and had a conversation with him, we talked about how much we love watching just really bad, low budget horror movies. And I'm not talking about just like poor scripts or like it was a decent movie, but the production value was low. No, I'm talking about bad script, bad plot, bad production, low budget. I'm talking about coins picked out from the dirt type budget. And this is one of my favorites. This is a movie that Full Moon Features had put out, and they are the same company responsible for Puppet Master, which is phenomenal, by the way. I thought it was so stupid. I watched it and I was like, actually, this is sick as hell. But it is under the same company, and it is played by Gary Busey. It's the Ginger Dead Man. It is such a crazy, stupid movie. And he sent me a picture of this while they were on vacation. And he was like, you won't believe what I found. And I couldn't believe what he found. It is... I hate telling people to watch this. But if you haven't seen it, give it a chance. If you want to hate yourself just a little bit and be like, wow, that was a waste of my time in such a fun way, this is the movie to go to. I think there's, I want to say, oh, it's issue 2. T, limited edition variant. Ooh! But anyway, if you just want to watch something stupid, watch this. I think there's 2 movies. I want to say 2 or 3. I love it so much. Look how gross he is. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I love Full Moon Features for the reasoning that they don't care what they put out. They're just here to have a good time and make a movie. They've made Puppet Master, which is probably the best thing they have put out. Ginger Dead Man, Evil Bong. Recently I saw that they put something else out. It has actual people in it the whole way through. So it might be good. I don't know. And the last 3 that I have for this incredibly long part 1 are not comics at all, but something I am so pumped to have. I picked these up from NJ Comic Stop, aka John. It is Fangoria number 8. Beware the Walking Dead Zombie. Plus from the producers of Halloween and Fade to Black. Once I found out that these existed, I was like, I'm so screwed. Look at the worms coming out of his no eye socket. That's so sick. And I want to say like 2 to 3 days after I had got this one, at least claimed it, Joey, Dawn of the Dad, picked up like a really big collection from someone, and there was a whole tote that had a bunch of these in it. And one of them I spotted with my little eye was a Twilight one. Say what you want, Twilight is one of my favorite movie series of all time. It's so good. So I need to get my hands on that to add to this collection. This one, I'm so beyond thrilled. It is Fangoria presents Cinemagic Horror FX, Freddy's Makeup Step by Step. Freddy Krueger is one of my favorite horror icons. He was also one of the first horror movies that I watched as a kid. The first one ever being Saw. Only slightly traumatized. Only slightly. I did have an actual comic from Nightmare on Elm Street, but the cover art was a little too cartoony for me, so I did end up selling it to somebody. So either way, it ended up in good hands, but I am so hyped to have a cover with the one and only Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger. We don't talk about the remake that they did. One of my favorite actors is in it. That's the only good thing I can say about it. This one I'm going to torment my whole family with during the holiday season. I'm going to put him right above the fireplace, and I'm going to wish him good night and happy holidays every single time. But it is Monster World number 6. Have a cool Yule with a ghoul. He's all dressed up for the holidays. I love him so much. I love him so much. He is such a cutie patootie. He is one of my favorites in this haul that I have. And that is the last one that I have for at least part 1. I still have a whole rest of the bin to get through, or box to get through. I didn't expect to have this much. I knew I was going to have a lot because I was doing a pickup from Joe at PhillyCon. And I expected a decent amount because I have no self-control. But I didn't expect as much as I got. So I'm for sure going to have to go through my PC at some point soon. And figure out what else I can kind of push out of my collection. Because truthfully, I do not have the space for the collection I'd like to have currently right now. Thank you so much to everybody that kind of just wanted to see me even start a YouTube. I feel like I have been shown so much support and love and kindness that it stresses me out a little bit. I've never been so welcomed somewhere before, other than my local comic book shop, of course. I gotta fix the ums for the next video. I'll try and keep it in mind. But thank you is like the main thing that I can say to everybody that has helped me get books, to people offering payment plans, to people just being genuinely kind to me and seeing me want to put out more things into the world. This is a hobby that I would love to be extremely active in. I have tried in the Pokemon community, but it gets a little weird. It gets a little like high and mighty, but the comic community is a lot of fun. There's so many cons that you can go to and like hang out with people and everything like that. This is going to be the worst part of these videos, is figuring out how to end them. So on that note, thank you for watching part 1 of my extremely long and unnecessary haul video. I hoped to make better content in the future. Still undecided what I really want to do, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope everybody has a really good night. Thank you.